there are loads of things that went wrong for us. Right from the very start, if you see, LB was part of the side, but we missed the game because his kit bag was misplaced by the airline. So to start it off, it was wrong, and I think good toss to win. The wicket was down to start off, but we should have bowled fraction up. We bowled quite short, especially on the depending on the condition. So that's where we were let down by the bowlers, but that's okay. That happens. And I think in the end, a couple of overs they scored around 30-35 odd runs. So that was really crucial. If you see, they were looking to score maybe 140, 145 odd runs and 150, and they end up getting 180 odd runs. So definitely there's a bit of pressure on you once the opposition scores 180 odd runs. But still, I think it was a pass score. It could have batted better. We could have achieved the target, but we lost quite a few wickets up the order. And later on, it was tough for the batsmen to get back into the game because Bhaji bowled really well in the middle. So all of a sudden, the asking rate goes up from 9 to 11 or 12 runs and overs. And after that, it's like if you have the big hitters and if they click, then only you can win a game. So yeah, an odd day for us. Quite a few things to learn. We dropped a few catches also. That's also one of the areas where we need to improve. Hopefully, we won't drop a few in the next game.
Thank you.
Mahindra, the Mumbai used their spinners to good effect, whereas you guys didn't use the spin option at all. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, we were playing with more all-rounders, if you see, so that has been our strength in the past. It didn't work in this game. We had a spinner, but the batsman was settled in, and we thought maybe it's not, like good enough to use a spinner because you're talking about Harbhajan Singh and Saraj Jayasuriya, and we didn't have the spinner which you can say were equal to their potential. So that also you have to keep in mind. And it could have been a gamble, but I thought maybe the fast bowlers are bowling a decent line and length. So I was quite happy with the fast bowlers.
In the next game, are you going to change the team? Obviously, bring Albie in, but yourself, are you going to take the gloves back? And Freddie, has he got an injury to that ankle again? Because we saw him with some ice on it.
Not really. I don't think he is injured. And as far as the playing 11 is concerned, we'll have a look, before the game. I can't really say anything right now. And Albie definitely will be back. He gives good explosive power down the order, and he's a good bowler. So overall, the strength of our team increases when he comes in, batting at 6 or 7.
Mahindra, what do you make of Andrew Flintoff's contribution as the most expensive IPL player? And also you mentioned a couple of overs went for 30 odd runs. One of them was Flintoff's, which went for 22. What do you make of his overall contribution today?
I think if money was the criterion, I would have paid you 2 million and made you part of our side. But it's not about money, how much money you're buying a player for. It's about how important he is or how much he contributes to your side. With Albie, Oram, and Matthew Hayden at the top of the order. Andrew Flintoff is the kind of guy that you really need. And we are talking about someone who's the best, you can say, death bowler in one-day cricket right now. Maybe it was an off day for him. But it happens, it's not about just one game, he's got the potential, he's an extraordinary talent. So we shouldn't be questioning, and it's always a question, whenever batsmen or bowlers, they don't perform in IPL, the first thing that comes into mind is 1 million and going for 20 odd runs, It's not about the money, frankly speaking, You pay the money because you want him in the side, and how much or how important he is to your side. That's what really counts.
Hi, MS. I have a slightly general question. Do you think that this edition of the IPL will be slightly more low scoring than last year's game, considering the fact that it's happening in South Africa rather than in India? And will some of the younger Indian players who never played abroad find it difficult to play in these conditions?
It will come to adaptability, because the wickets will be better for the bowlers, you can say. It's not that it will seam around a lot. I think this was one of the wickets where it was a bit damp, but more often I think you will see good wickets where the batsman will have the edge. With the new ball, you just have to respect the bowlers for maybe 3-4 overs, and after that, the game is yours. If you have wickets in hand, I think you'll see 160 plus scores, 180 odd runs. I think you'll see more teams scoring those runs. And I think bouncers will be used, bouncers, slower ones. So in the subcontinent you see slower ones being used, but this will be one of the venues where you'll see the fast bowlers, genuine quick bowlers using the bouncer as well. So it will be a bit different, and at the end, batsmen who are quick to adapt will be successful. It doesn't matter whether they are youngsters or they are experienced cricketers at the international level. It's all about adaptability, and hopefully the youngsters, of each and every side will perform. That really gives us an opportunity to have a look for the Indian cricket team.
Mahendra, you can just go back to your all-rounders. You've got 3 international all-rounders who are very similar in style in Jacob Oram and in front of Alvin Morkel. Is there space for all 3 of them?
Well, I feel yes, because of the venue, like Freddie, it's like one of the best death bowlers you have got. Alvin Morkel, he gives you plenty of explosive power down the order. And Oram, when he was picked in the side, he was a quick bowler and he used to do batting as well. But right now he has dropped down in pace, but still I think he can contribute. He can mix up the pace, and he can be really effective down the order. So hopefully, but we have extra player in the sides also. If we see the wicket will turn, if it's a used wicket, and we have Muralidharan in the side, and we have got quite a few other players also. So at the end of the day, it depends on the condition, depends on the venues, what's the size of the ground and everything else. But if I have to pick the first 11, then definitely all 3 all-rounders they get a chance along with Matthew Hayden.
Why Sachin felt that the 2 strategy breaks helped his side. What is your take on the strategy breaks and how did it work for your team?
Well, definitely, it's an important part of the game right now, because it's like a decent enough break, 7.5 minutes. What happens, if like the last few overs before the break, if your fielding has not gone for you, maybe 3 odd overs, they have scored around 28 or 25 odd runs, then the break really helps. Because, the batsmen at times they will have to realize, okay, there has been a break, you can't really go with the same momentum. So there are a fair amount of chances batsmen may commit mistake. And at the same time, if you are batting, if it's not really working for you, then that 7.5 minutes gives you that time to, see what your plan was, whether you were able to execute to your plans or not, or maybe switch to plan B if you have. So yeah, it is important, and hopefully you'll see the teams utilizing those 7.5 minutes in a better way, throughout as the tournament progresses.
Mike, how many do you think teams are going to miss home support? You play in front of Chennai, in front of thousands of people. Here the crowd's neutral.
It's not only about home support. What will miss is the total noise. It has been noisy, but nothing compared to what we have played last year in India. And that home thing, of course, when you play in Chennai or Hyderabad or couple of other venues, it's like they appreciate cricket. They clap for everyone. It's not like if only Chennai team is scoring or getting wickets, they clap. So it has been different at different venues, but overall, I think most of the teams will miss that support. Definitely that noise and performing in front of 50 or 60,000 odd people, who are at their best when it comes to being vocal.
एक हफ्ते पहले तक जब भी विकेट लेना हो या रन रोकना हो, हर जगह से आज दोनों दूसरे साइड में.
Well, that's one thing that I can't really control. Pudgy has been the pick of the bowlers, if you see throughout. Even in the last T20 World Cup, he's really amazing. He knows where to bowl. He bowls that Yorkers very well. He varies the pace and the length and the line, of course. So he's a smart cricketer, and Zahir, he has, if you see, he has improved a lot, and he has been the pick of the bowlers. So yeah, it's good to have them in the side, but if you don't, you can't really do anything. So hopefully you can plan against him, and maybe next game you will score. That's what you can expect.
Why you played so much cricket with Tendulkar? How was it battling out against him today, and how was it like strategizing against him?
Well, you can't do much. Sachin Tendulkar is actually the best, and as I said, our bowlers, they didn't really bowl according to what was planned, or what they should be bowling at, or they didn't really bowl to the field, and that's what is important. You don't want to burden your bowlers with too many plans, because at the end of the day you have to see what they are comfortable with. So at times when a great cricketer like him is batting, it's better off to have a simple plan and let him take the risk, and at times you can get him out in that way. But if your bowler is not really comfortable with the plan, and if he is not really exposed to the international cricket, you'll end up giving more runs what you could have restricted maybe Sachin with the same bowlers.
Last question. यही क्वेश्चन था मेरा पूछना है मुझे कि सचिन ने कहा कि पहले 6-7 ओवर में बैटिंग करना डिफिकल्ट था ये विकेट पे, लेकिन उनकी जो इनिंग है वो कितनी मायने रखती है मुंबई इंडियंस के इस पूरे इनिंग में और कितने रन उन्होंने ज्यादा बनाए आपके?
आई थिंक ओपनर्स अगर अच्छा परफॉर्म करते हैं, if they get off to a good start, if they have not lost wicket for the first 3 overs or 4 overs, then they look to capitalize in the next 2 circle overs, and later on if one batsman plays through the 20 overs, the rest they can come and they can look to go after the bowlers, and even if you lose a few wickets, that doesn't really have a big impact in the game. And I think at the end of the 20th over, they scored maybe 20 or 25 odd runs, what they shouldn't have, what we are not expecting. So they had a couple of big overs in the middle, and that really gave them the edge.